It's Week 10 of the 2024 season, where we'll see this team's burner at wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. The action is only moments away, and it's coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll take a glance at their seventh-year QB.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
That's Jefferson. He's got it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and long for him here. Able to find Jones. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
He was on one last week, but it was too bad his teammates weren't on that ride with them. Look at all the yards he put up. You're assuming anytime you throw for that many yards, that much production, you've won in a blowout, but that wasn't the case. It does have him highly motivated and the rest of his guys to play at that level again, but this time find a way to win.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And they'll have 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
70 range. 79 Broncos.
Watson coming in motion right. First and 10, looking to throw. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking for a throw here. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Doug Peterson, with that veteran coaching eye, thinks he saw something. He's got the challenge flag out.
The previous play is under review.
Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Carter rubs it in for the touchdown. These guys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Tony now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They've got a man in motion. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Jones once more. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. You could tell, just look at him down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work too.
They give up the gut to Chandler. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They go play action here. And that throw just too high for him.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And this run doesn't quite reach enemy territory, tackled at midfield. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Darnold. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Darnold. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Ryan Wright on to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. The home teams and their running back about to get back to work. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense.
Let's go now.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds him on the crossing route. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They'll run here on 1st down. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Check, check. Here we go. Go.
Another carry for him. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Set.
Back to the well again. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set.
Carter. And he gets in. Touchdown. These guys pull that in front further. 13-zip. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Tony now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, set. Set.
They put a receiver in motion right.
Set.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. It's a two-score game early. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have second down behind the sticks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Darnold now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home teams returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready?
From the 28. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Go!
They'll throw on 1st. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Let's go now. Ready?
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side to Watson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. To throw here on 1st down. He's on the move. He can run it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here we go, here we go.
Carter is into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys take a 20-zip lead. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. It's Brandon Powell with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Escape, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Now I'll give up the middle to Jones. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. Brings it in at the 12. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The home team's back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. On first down, they'll run. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's the 2-minute warning here in the first half.
Ready.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, sack.
Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Throwing now off play action. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Massive hit! The ball is out! And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team, Kate, are wondering, is he going to wave his hand? Is it going to be a fair catch? Was it all for naught? No, it was not. And they get a chance to lay the wood, and they deliver.
Ready, go!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And they're going to have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready! 60 Maverick! Ready,
Looking to the air here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Give now to the running back. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Headed out right. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
ready! Warrior 70! Ready!
3rd down from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Powell now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our 1st half. So we're at halftime of a lopsided contest thus far. One team with a whole lot of adjustments to make during the break. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Caleb Williams has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. This was an extremely one-sided 1st half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This return starts at the 5. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It's a gain of 12 there, and it'll give him a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Play action on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Go.
Back-to-back carries here. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Back now, pressure on its way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Tony now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Counterplay, Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Give him a full 40 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Now Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Darnold looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings it back within 3 scores at least. The gap now 24.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. He's got Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes for a 38-yard pickup, and that gives them the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Back to throw now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give him a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Hand off to the back. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Carter. And he won't have the touchdown. He goes out a little short of the 2. Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though, with 2nd and goal from the 2.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a trick.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1 yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys grow their lead yet again. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Tony now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that.
Here goes, side.
They go play action on first. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And 4th and 4 coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
They give it to him again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. First and 10 from the 41. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
The give here on second. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one gains 7. And that'll be a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Man in motion out of the slot. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team on the field. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And this kick gets past the 20. It's going to reach the 18-yard line before it's touched down. The Vikings now set to take the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To throw, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They're now set for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. He's got a man left. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Darnold. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys nearing their 9th win of the season. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From midfield now. Brought in right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go. Ready?
Plowing up the middle. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
Throwing now off play action. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They hand this one off. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. These guys are running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Following the penalty, the kick moves up, and he sends it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. 2nd and 3 now. From the 31. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. What a game for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.